Welcome back to Aikidoflow. Now, why isn't my Aikido working? And there's a couple of different reasons for that. The first reason is inexperience. Aikido takes a long time to get right. It's very complicated and you are dealing with energy and destabilizations and circles and all of those things coming together. And so sometimes when things don't work, it just means that you just need a little bit more time. Another reason for it not to be working is your frustration, again, in the dojo, when you just want something to work. My instructor used to say to me, don't be concerned with the outcome, be concerned with the process. Now, that at the time I remember thinking that's some type of Yoda gobbledygook. Okay, what do you mean don't be concerned with the outcome? That's the reason I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is true, but you need to focus yourself on the process, which, and as we've pointed this out quite a few times, which is the technique, the movement, everything about it. And if you focus on that, then what will happen is the outcome will just be automatic. So, a lot of different moving parts here. All I can say is when you're practicing in the dojo, don't be disheartened, don't be frustrated, just keep on practicing and be involved in the practice of it. But of course, that doesn't deal with one of the main issues, which is that why is it not working on the street?
Well, first of all, the reason why it's not working in the street is you weren't taught by us. You know what I mean? But I know...
You can be, links are in description.
True. Well, I know that when it comes to doing things on the street, it's a lot different from doing it in the dojo. The problem with a lot of dojos is that they don't pressure test. They don't pressure test their stuff. They don't try to make those attacks real enough and put you in real scenarios where you're potentially going to get hurt, even in the dojo, because people are throwing real punches and real kicks at you, getting your adrenaline up, putting you under that pressure and making you feel like, wow, I could actually get hurt.
Just remind everybody, and I know we have talked about it many times, but remind everybody what pressure testing actually means and how to do it.
Pressure testing, you need to have protection, gloves, headgear, and you know that those punches are coming. People are trying to hit you. I notice a lot of times in Aikido, the attacks people give you can be kind of weak. You know, there are ways you can kind of slowly progress your attack. And we used to do something called, instead of throwing a punch, because sometimes you throw a punch and people will always stop short. So what I would do is like, look, I'm going to try and grab your nose and you need to move. And I'm actually going to try and grab your nose. Yeah, I'm going to try and get between these two fingers. And if you stand still, I'm going to grab it. So you have to move.
I hate that, man.
So yeah, you have to move because no one wants their nose to be grabbed like that. But it means that my attack is actually going for your face. I'm not pulling short. I'm not going to one side, how some people do. I'm not coming in and slowing down. I'm actually going to try and grab your nose. You need to move. So you can pressure test and start slowly like that to eventually upgrade into maybe attacking with a newspaper and really trying to hit someone hard as you can with a rolled up newspaper, or just getting all out gear and just going for an all out punch. You need to do that. Another mistake people make is we've all got our favorite techniques. When I first started doing Aikido, I loved kotegeji. You know, kotegeji, is this one here where you turn the wrist and I love that. I love that because that lock was really strong and my hands are big. I can get a nice grip and I could really take people down with that technique. And I loved it. And that was my kind of, in a way, during Randori, that was like my go-to technique. But if I'm in a real situation and I focus on trying to do a kotegeji and then somebody comes with a totally like kotegeji where it's great from, let's say, a straight punch, and I'm here and I go here and I do a kotegeji. Now imagine if he comes with a hook and I've blocked here and so, oh, oh, Kotegeji from here? Oh, I need to get all the way around here and then do it from here. That's long, it can't be. It can't be. So, you know, from here, I need to do something else. I need to do something different, you know. I need to do something else. So people focus on doing that same technique, you know, that their go-to technique where the attack may force you to do something completely different. And the way you get around that is you practice every single technique from every single attack you can think of. And you just get them all down packed. If you're brilliant at one technique, forget that technique. You're good at it. Start to focus on the ones you're not so good at and practice them from every single angle. And that way you will be able to pretty much master all techniques and be able to implement all techniques in any situation. That takes a long time, takes a lot of training, but it is possible. We also got the online training as well. You know, if you're far away, a different country, you can always buy the online training, and that will teach you all our basic techniques from the dojo to the street versions as well.
Okay, in conclusion, we're not living in the Matrix. We can't just plug it in and just, I know Kung Fu, just then. We need to practice. We need to take time, practice. It needs time. Aikido is probably one of the most frustrating martial arts that you will ever undertake. And it's because there's so many nuances involved in it. It's easy just to punch somebody, but it's not easy to understand the energy and understand how things move and how to take people off balance, how to balance yourself against them. It does take time, so you need to just not rush yourself, not get frustrated. I mean, Aikido training within itself is a journey, because you have to kind of let go your ego and just allow yourself to go through the process, which is the reason that they kind of say that Aikido is like a life training as well.
But it's also really rewarding as well. When you pull off that technique that you've been trying to do for ages, you're doing it in Randori, you manage to pull off a technique, you pull it off really well, that's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Best feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Practice and incremental pressure testing, you know, don't just show up and start to beat on people straight away. Incrementally increase it. So it starts off slow, like you say, start off with the nose or like the rolled up newspaper, nice and light. And when everybody gets used to it, then you just kind of step it up a little bit, and then you can get on the head masks, and then you can really start to practice hard against each other. Don't just show up one day and just steam into people.
All out carnage.
Yeah, of course, you know, because everybody needs to come back and train the next day.
Yeah.
So, you know, but at the end of the day, patience, and it will work for you. Got anything to add to that?
Nah, pretty much summed it up.
Hey, we're out. See you later.
Take care.